Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Real Business, Real Growth. This is where we talk about what actually moves the needle in your brand. Hello, for those that don't know me, I'm your host, Chevelle. Over here is real talk and no fluff. So let's dive in. Your brand isn't confusing. You probably think it is. You're just talking to any and everybody that would listen to you. So let's clear something up right quick. Like, your brand isn't confusing because you're new. It's confusing because you try to speak to any and everybody at the same time who you know isn't your target audience. And when you do that, nobody feels like you're speaking to them because it's all confusion to them. You're talking to any and everybody, and it's blah, 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 is what they're hearing. And here's what I see all the time between business owners and travel agents. You say things like, I help anyone who wants to grow. I book all types of travel. I work with anyone. Now, you know you need to stop this if you're doing it because you don't want to work with everyone. You don't want to book all types of travel. You want to dig down deep in the niche that you're selling for whatever business venture that you're in or whatever your company is selling, your brand or whatever. You don't want to book to everybody because you're selling yourself short, you're going to burn out, and you're not getting the target client that you actually want. So all of this sounds inclusive, but it's actually unclear. Strong brands are clear brands, and clarity comes from deciding who you are for and who you aren't for. So when I talk about travel, I don't just say I book trips. I talk about the peace of mind that my clients are getting when they're booking with our agency. They don't have to stress out. All they got to do is pack what they want to wear on their trip, and worry about the dates, when they're going, what time their transfers are picking them up. I talk about the professional planning from the beginning to the end. It don't just stop once they book their trip. We're going back and forth with the clients when they leave, when they get up in the plane and leave, when they reach their destination. We checking in to see how everything is, and when they're leaving, and then once they get back home, we check in again to ask the overall aspect of the trip. And we work with clients who value our experience, that don't worry about saving a dollar because they saw something cheaper. That immediately filters out who you should lean in and who shouldn't. The same applies to any business. Your audience should be able to say, that's me, within 30 seconds of hearing you speak of who you sell to and the products that you're selling. If people are constantly asking you, what exactly do you do? Who is this for again? Or is this something I need? That's a message problem. It's not a talent problem. The moment you narrow your message, your brand becomes easier to trust, easier to remember, and easier to get paid. You don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer. You need to have clarity from the beginning. If this has helped you rethink your message, go ahead, follow, like, and subscribe to our channel. This is what real brand clarity looks like. Have a great day.